Once upon a time in a lush green forest, there lived a little squirrel named Sammy. Sammy was small, even for a squirrel, and he had fluffy gray fur, bright eyes, and a bushy tail that wiggled with excitement. He loved to explore and play with his friends, but there was one thing Sammy was afraid of: crossing the wide, flowing river that separated his side of the forest from the other. One sunny day, Sammy and his friends were playing a game of tag when they spotted the most delicious corns on the other side of the river. "Let's go get those corns," shouted Bella, a cheerful rabbit. The other animals cheered in agreement, but Sammy felt a lump in his throat. "I can't go, what if I fall in?" he squeaked, his little heart racing. "Don't worry, Sammy," said Max, a wise old turtle. "If you're careful and take your time, you'll be just fine." Sammy watched as his friends started to cross the narrow log that stretched over the river. Bella hopped gracefully across, while the birds flew overhead, chirping encouragement, but Sammy hesitated. His legs felt wobbly, and his mind was filled with thoughts of what could go wrong. Finally, Bella turned back and said, "Sammy, we believe in you. You're braver than you think. Just take one step at a time." With a deep breath, Sammy decided to try. He scampered to the log and carefully placed his tiny paws on the surface. The log swayed a little, and Sammy felt scared. But then he remembered Bella's words and took another step. Slowly but surely, he made his way across the log, his heart pounding with every move. "You can do it," called Max from the riverbank, and the other animals cheered him on. With each step, Sammy grew more confident. Finally, he reached the other side. "I did it!" he squeaked with joy. His friends rushed over to celebrate, and they all shared the delicious acorns together. From that day on, Sammy learned that even when things seem scary, it's important to believe in yourself and take that first step. He discovered that with a little courage and support from friends, he could overcome his fears. And so, Sammy the squirrel became known as the bravest little squirrel in the forest, inspiring everyone around him to face their fears and take leaps of faith. Moral of the story: courage isn't the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it. With support from friends and a belief in oneself, even the biggest challenges can be overcome.